Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLilo. We're here at the South Park Center. I'm here with the makers and the creators of Orlando. Let's take a look at the clip.
My dance teacher of all people?
Because I want to dance with my son.
I like her a lot.
How about you show me what you got?
Lo tiene bailando.
When do we get to meet her?
Feliciano and Michael, welcome. You came in from Boston.
We did. Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, I know her.
It's not the first rodeo, is it?
It's my third time here.
Third time here, second film.
Second film.
Second film, and then the fact that you got brought together was really down to Whitney Houston, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But for those that have not seen your film, tell us the brief synopsis.
Yeah, Orlando, it's about this guy who's, he's suave and he's trying to fall in love with his sister's dance instructor. And what happens through this process is that he doesn't know how to dance the music that the dance instructor teaches, which is bachata. And bachata is a musical genre from the Dominican Republic of Dominican. And throughout the film, it's him trying to win her heart and learn how to dance bachata.
It's a really beautiful film. Like really, I was just like, I just love how through dance they just this love blossomed, but also for the parents, it was just really, really great. Where did this inspiration come from? Where did that inspiration start?
Yeah.
Go with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Michael obviously has been doing this for a little while, and a couple of years back, his last film was here, June 22nd. We were doing a screening, or he was doing a screening at a theater in Burlington. Now, for Alex, thank you. And I remember at the end of the screening, everyone was just kind of mingling in the lobby. Just amazing theater. There's always posters and stuff. I love genre films, and I came up with them my entire life. I remember on the poster to the left, I think as soon as you come out, was poster for Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, Jetton Gray. We love that film. We saw it on the face, and we rewatched it on the flight here. And we had a conversation, and I just kind of opened up, and I was like, hey, like, it'd be really great to collaborate. I have this idea from the film, and it's about these kind of like a retelling of sort of Dirty Dancing, where like this one person is learning how to dance for the first time, and they just have to see, and really just as a symbol and metaphor for relationships, find your rhythm to dance partner, Ethan. And I was like, well, this is like super dope. But what would be even better is like we just had like our people in our culture, and like kind of had to revolve around the genre. And at first, I think, which I don't know if we talk about as much, but like it was gonna be merengue at first, but then I think you were like, nah. I wanted to do bachata. I felt like I hadn't seen any films with bachata included. And I grew up, my whole house, like my mom, that's all she played at the house. And more recently, so like I think at the largest scale I've seen bachata is probably the In the Heights film that came out.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time I see Dominican culture on a giant scale like that. And, it was really important for me to tell that story with bachata and give my parents like this familiar feeling at such a large scale. That was really important to me.
Well, you've always signed with Dominican love, how it feels with Michael and a star who's bright enough vicinity. And I think that's always we're always showing power to community and power to people. I think that's always so beautiful. Tell us about your collective, because like your group of human beings that you have together are such a wondrous group, and I think you're doing such great work back home in Boston and with the work that you're doing as well.
Yeah, I've been working with, I think throughout film, you kind of build a family with each project you do. Like with each person, the family gets bigger, or you're introducing people to the family, and they end up joining. And I feel like that's what the world of film is. I'm really grateful for all the people we've met throughout the journey. Starlin, he's brought us together.
He's wonderful.
He introduced us to the filmmakers, and now we're part of this family, which I'm on it. Then Feliciano, him and I worked in film, and that's how we met. And, even, our co-writer, Sarai, she's not here, but I've been working on a lot of projects with her. She's a part of the family. We do
a lot of films together. And even I get this really excited feeling when we bring someone new on to every project, because they get to see the family that we built. And now that they saw that after we wrap, it's kind of like they're a part of our family now.
And yeah, and then and with that, in the context of the family you brought in the characters of this film, I mean, the parents got love these parents. Come on, let's talk about. Can you please tell us about this cast? Because this cast, I love them all. But we'll start with the parents, because they brought the kids into the world. So how did this come about? How did this whole casting process? I love them. They're the cutest things in the world.
And then the cast, we got so lucky. Like, it kind of felt like a call to the film gods. I don't know. I remember we put up the casting call on backstage, and then out of nowhere we were able to get Inés de la Cruz, who plays the mom.
She's amazing.
She's incredible. She does a lot of play work in Boston. And then we were able to get Jose Vaughn, who's based in New York, and he does a lot of work out there. And he auditioned, and both of their auditions just blew us away. And then from the minute we did the first rehearsal at Feliciano's house, which basically that's where we shot.
I mean, that's my kitchen.
We shot in his kitchen. Yeah, it's good. So
the kitchen, yeah, it's actual project. It's amazing. I love it.
So when we shot in that kitchen, like we did the rehearsal, and we saw, the entire cast for the first time just come together. It was just magical. Like it was just probably the most beautiful moments throughout making that film. Just seeing them all come together.
And I think and so that dynamic, first it was lovely to see that I love the writing and how you how the parents have met through this entity, right? And then this was now being passed on to the son, and it was just really, really nice how, I don't know, there's something really special about this old-fashioned love that then you actually pass into this next generation of life. My God, just go up, woo excite the person that you want to be with, and it came through dance, which is obviously a massive part of Dominican culture as well.
Yeah.
And such a powerful way to connect, and there's so much love in the actual dance itself. Like how it first, let's go into your love interest you combined for us. They were brilliant, weren't they? Like they were so beautiful together. Like, how did you go about bringing them both together? Man, you worked with them before, right?
Yeah, I've worked with Jamal Chavez. He's the lead.
So good.
He's I worked with him. He was on June 22nd.
Yes.
And he's like, him and I are like this. Like every time we work together, it's very much, we talk, but it almost feels like a language thing, like a visual language thing. Like, he understands the characters. I feed him as much info as I can. And once it's time to shoot, that's all his character. He does that so well each time. And then with Arlene, I saw her play a small role in a film you guys screened here, Rara Renee. And when I saw her play that role, I was like, I feel like it's only right to offer her this role.
You screened it from that? That's fortunate.
Yeah, and then
oh my God, NewFilmmakers, I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then from there, we had a lot of meetings. I got to know her and see what more did she want to do in terms of acting, and we did Bailando. And wow.
And she was nervous.
Yeah, she was nervous.
We hired a choreographer, and it was like just try to get them together because they had never met before, or they had never worked together before. You understand? And it was really a test of whether or not they obviously test screens is there's chemistry on the screen, but also there's a dancing component. So it's like, can they get it together on when it comes time for that? And she was a little nervous at first, but I think I'm particularly, I can say from my point of view, I'm incredibly proud of how comfortable they both got in their own skin as they went on the shoot, and now they're like best friends. We're dead all amazing.
This family just keeps growing, isn't it? Yeah, but you build the best families with anybody. I tell you, what was it? I mean, going. It's always such a journey when you go to something and but then when you're in it and then you look back to it, you're saying, wow, we did this. What have you both learned mostly from this experience? Well, now that you got involved, obviously. How's it been for you looking back on it? What have you learned?
For me, it really has been here's how I'll describe it: is like a process of understanding what they've done in the past, or the films that they made, and trying to build off of their wisdom and their I guess mastering is the word I want to use, because I came in as someone who just a huge supporter of both of you. They're also my friends, but also just like, okay, well, what have they done in terms of raw Renee and Game 22nd that we can improve upon in terms of things that you don't see behind the scenes, right? When it comes to scheduling and crowdfunding and all those wonderful things. So for me, it's just like let me talk to them and see how we can improve. And I think we did it so far.
Yeah. There was the project. There was such a I would want to say, like, I don't know if passive undertaking is the right word, but almost like we did so much collaboration, so many meetings, so many phone calls, so many bringing people together. And, we couldn't have done this without the cast and crew. Like, everyone did their thing, and like, I enjoyed every single minute of it. Like, we were able to do so much together, and you kind of just learn so much through that process. Like, that was the house party scene. That was a set.
I love that house party scene. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was the first time we dealt with, like, technically a soundstage. Like, I've never worked or directed a soundstage before, and that was beautiful. And we had an amazing EP that guided us through that whole process, because he was the one that recommended it to us to do that by the heels. And like, man, like, that film, I'm really proud of what came out of it. Like, yeah, I can't stop watching it. Like, every time I come and watch it at festivals, my favorite thing to do, just feel the crowd, see the reactions. Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, there's a lot of people actually in the crowd that before the event, before you guys went up, that were saying, what film are you looking forward to seeing there, and kept telling about your film, and I think, it's such a lovely film to hear the audience reaction as well, because I think as well, there's so many different layers and levels to it, but like, it was really a love letter to the genre of dance, to generational, to Dominican community, to also to this young couple, and like, to never kind of give up, but hey, there's a beautiful way in which you can kind of find connection there. What was it for you that you wanted your audience to pick up and take away from your film?
Oh man, for me, it was very much, bringing in Dominican culture at the forefront and having it shown in that way, and showing people that it's possible to see those films like those giant screens.
Yeah.
And, I think very early on when we were working on the film and I got the first rough cut, I had to show it to my mom, and her approval was like the biggest thing for me.
That's all you need.
Yeah, like
that's it.
The minute she saw the rough cut, she was laughing, hitting all the cues and everything. And then she literally told me, "You did great." And I was like, mission accomplished. Now we just gotta keep making the film better and better, and we got there. And I absolutely love that people come up to me, and at the festival, we've had people come up to me and they tell me, like, I've never seen bachata at such a big scale like that. And I want it to feel like something that just happens naturally, even in films, like party scenes, you see the partners dancing to bachata, like, yeah, it's something that I grew up on my whole life, and to see it on a bigger screen, yeah, it's like more than anything to me, really.
Yeah, because bachata was like a love language, which kind of brought them together, So yeah. How about for you? What did you kind of want to the question? You captured a good answer.
One thing that I don't think gets talked about enough, and is like, we mentioned John was our lead. John was a very, like, sometimes could be a little bit of a nervous person. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit of an introvert, incredibly talented individual, graduate from Berkeley College, music, and amazing singer, musician, but he's very much reserved. And I think that the reason why his character works so well is because it's very relatable, right? Yeah. This idea of just being vulnerable when you're interested in somebody, and it's something that we can all relate to. Of like, sometimes we lie about certain about ourselves because we're so insecure. And I think that really showed that shine on screen, his character's insecurities. And also when it comes down to what happens when you're put in the spotlight, like, okay, now we all know that you're BSing. Like, now let's put your feet to the fire, and it'll literally fall flat. And now it's time to kind of humble yourself and come clean. Yeah. Stories like that are so amazing.
Really, and important to see as well. Not always we're not perfect, not always what we seem, but doesn't mean it's maybe being more honest with yourself actually is more attractive in the first place anyway. So you really captured that. I was nervous when I was like, please don't mess this up. Really, like, come on, please. I always love the journey that you take us on with your films. We're such huge fans of what you and your team do. We know that, right? Like we're always going to showcase your love. This has got a beautiful journey you've got to continue to put out there, but I know you're always working on things. So where are you taking us next? Where are we going?
Hey man, Ross, after Bailando, we ended up, that was a big family, and after that family, we ended up making more shorts. So be on the lookout for those shorts. We have a lot of shorts we worked on. I just did this really big short that I'm really excited about these two Dominican pro wrestlers out in Florida. And it's titled Dos Golpes. We're currently in post-production for it. And I'm just
Got to come back here for a fourth time.
Yeah. Make me back. Yeah. I look forward to seeing that film with this crowd.
Yeah.
I love this festival a lot. If you guys were to need me for a commercial, let me know.
Oh, we need you.
I absolutely love the program here. You guys are amazing. Seriously. And
We're your West Side family,
love it.
That's amazing. No, I can't wait to see it. Honestly, I think the stories and the depth of your stories and the characters is always so immense. It's like your films become part of us and never leave us, and that's powerful to you as a storyteller. What about for yourself, though?
For myself, I've gotten a lot back into art writing, which is nothing that I will really talk too much about. As of now, this is a little bit something that I haven't really mentioned, but I'm worse one. Tap into my I love horror,
Yeah.
but revising some of my horror scripts and things of that nature. Is I'm with Gordon saying, it's all about autonomy and that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. It's great on a creative spectrum.
You can touch that one. Bring every show, bring to us, all right? And we're so grateful that you flew out here to be with us and brought all your vibrations as well. And it was such a fun night last night. I just saw people moving their seats.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I love to see that, But it's always such a pleasure. And so welcome back. And thank you very much both of you for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me. Sure, love you guys.